Hello ladies and gentlemen, so today we're going to look at division properties of exponents. Some needs you're going to want to have on you, notes, writing utensil, and then also a calculator, of course. So, very first question, just like we've been doing the last few times, how would we do this problem now? So, what you're going to do is you're going to go 2 to the 6 over 2 to the 3rd. So, you're going to say, well, Miss Marsh, we would have written 2 6 times on the top. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Make sure I don't mess up here. And then write 2 3s on bottom. Or 3 2s on bottom. Let me get that straight here. There we go. And then you're going to cross out a top and a bottom 2 so they match. Because remember, that's just 1. And then 2 times 2, well, you would have 2 to the 3rd on top. So, is there an easier way to learn this? An easier way to perform this operation without having to write 6 2's out? There is. So to divide powers with the same base, you're going to subtract the exponents. So right now I have a to the m over a to the n. Notice how I have the same base. Both of them are a's. So what you're going to do is you're going to keep the base, a, and subtract the exponents, m minus n. That's technically what we just did. We just don't think of it that way. So let's try a few examples here, just to get up some confusion. So 2 to the 6th over 2 to the 2nd. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to subtract 6 minus 2. Those two right there. So we're going to get 2 to the 4th power, just like that. What about this one? We're going to go x to the 4 minus 7, right? 4 minus 7, well, that's negative 3. Now, remember, you can't have a negative exponent. Those are not good, not professional. So, we technically have x to the negative 3 over 1. We're going to take him and move him to the bottom. So, we're going to have 1 on top left and x to the 3rd on bottom. When moving to the bottom, remember, it makes your exponent positive. Look at this one. This one has fractions, our worst enemy. So, let's subtract those. 3/4 minus 1/2. If you can do that on your calculator quick, you should get 1/4 back out. 3/4 minus 1/2. If I have 75 cents minus 50 cents, I get a quarter back. If you want to think of it in money that way. So notice how I just subtracted them. Now, what if there's a fraction inside there? So a quotient. Quotient means division. So if you have two bases divided with different bases and you're going to take that all to the power, you're going to give that power to the top and to the bottom, to everything on the top and everything on the bottom. So don't miss anybody. Make sure of that. So let's try that. We are going to give this 4 to the top and to the bottom. So I'm going to have 1 to the 4th, 7 to the 4th. 1 to the 4th, well, that's just 1. 7 to the 4th, we're just going to leave that there just so we can show how we did it. That is the final answer. What about this one? So they give that negative 2 to the top and to the bottom. Notice how there's 2 things on the bottom. Make sure that negative 2 goes to both of the factors, both of the terms there. So we have a to the negative 2 over 5 to the negative 2, b to the negative 2. Oh, but wait, I can't have negative exponents. So, now I gotta do some moving. Gotta move this guy, he's gonna move to the bottom. These two friends here, they're gonna move to the top because they both have negatives. So, on the top, I should have 5 squared, b squared. On the bottom, he moved to the bottom, right? We're going to have a to the 2nd. Watch for those negative exponents. I'll be watching you, so you better be watching out. What about this one? So this 3 has to go to everybody on the top and the bottom, so be very careful. Going to have 3 to the 3rd, x to the 3rd, over 2 to the 3rd, y to the 3rd. Notice how I gave it to every single person. Now, sooner or later, by the end of this section, you will want to be able to write 3 to the 3rd That's 3 times 3 times 3, which is 27. 27 x to the third. 3 to the third, that's 3 times 3 times 3, 27. 2 to the third, that's 2 times 2 times 2, which is 8 y to the third. So this is just me writing 3 to the third as 27 and 2 to the third as 8. By the end of these kinds of problems, you are going to be required to write out what 3 to the third is. I'm planning on giving you guys a little chart with all the powers filled in. That way you won't have to use your calculators all the time on these. And that's the end of the video. See you later, Sabers.